Yeah, I Got You is a song that when we started to write it. So I'm sitting down in a writing room with two other people, but one of the ladies, her name is April. We just begin, every time you get in a writing room, you start opening up and sharing life's experiences because this kind of directs how you go. But she started sharing how her daughter was at the school when a shooter walked in, the Covenant school shooting. If you remember Nashville, I think it was 2022 or 2023. I can't. It's a little hazy the dates, but and how she like was paralyzed with fear. What's going to happen to my daughter? And you know, ended up that her daughter was safe, and she was thankful and rejoicing, Lord. But then she was confronted with the issue. But there were other kids who didn't make it out, and other parents who were suffering. And she went to the funeral. When I think it was the principal slash pastor. I'm a little hazy on the details. It's been so long since I've read up on the story and heard about her testimony. But the pastor, or the one who lost her daughter, got up and spoke and said, you know, just basically saying this life was not in vain of his daughter, and that they were even more convinced of the gospel, and they were going to be more bold in preaching the gospel. And we wrote that song because here's the idea: is that when you have Jesus, you have everything. You could lose everything around you, but there's a line that says, "If I have you and nothing else, I have everything." I put that in one of my other songs, "Stay Strong." Um, but that's the idea. Like, how did Joseph weather the storm of being stripped away from his family, taken to a different country, lied on, thrown in prison? Well, because he had God. And he didn't put his faith in man. Even when things were disappointing, he kept his faith in God, didn't let fear and disappointment come in. Job losing his family and then being, losing all his wealth and then being restored. Some people look at the story of Job and be like, hey, it's still not a good ending because he never got his first family back. But Job knew something that every believer needs to know. The God that created family is the God that gives the ability to enjoy family. So even if you walk through loss, God can restore your heart. Even if you walk through immense heartbreak, God can take everything and work it together for your good. But if your hope is somewhere else, if your hope is in your children, your hope is in money, your hope is in your spouse, and then that's gone, you will be hopeless. So the key to say is, as long as I got you, Jesus, I can get through every season, every heartbreak, every good, every bad.